Delta Airlines faces backlash over AI airfare pricing. Imagine a world where an artificial intelligence AI system could decide how much you pay for your next flight without a human in sight. Well, that world is closer than you think, and it's causing quite a stir in the aviation industry. Delta Airlines, the Atlanta-based aviation giant, has recently unveiled a new super analyst, a sophisticated AI designed to operate 24/7, crunching vast amounts of data to help the company maximize its revenue. This cutting-edge technology is part of a broader trend in the airline industry, where traditional pricing strategies are being upended by algorithmic methods, much like how algorithmic trading revolutionized the financial markets. For months now, Delta has been partnering with Fetcherr, a startup with a mission to transform airline pricing through AI. This collaboration could lead to significant changes in how airline tickets are priced, potentially affecting travelers' budgets and the competitive landscape of the industry. But here's where it gets controversial. While AI can optimize pricing to maximize profits, it raises ethical questions about fairness and transparency. Should an algorithm determine how much a passenger pays for a flight, potentially favoring certain customers over others based on their data profiles? This is a question that sparks heated debates among industry experts and consumers alike. And this is the part most people miss. The potential for AI to personalize pricing could lead to a fragmented market where different passengers pay vastly different prices for the same flight. Imagine being charged $100 for a ticket while your seat neighbor pays $500 simply because the AI system has determined your willingness to pay is higher. What do you think? Is this a brilliant move by Delta to stay ahead of the competition? Or a concerning trend that could lead to a more unfair pricing system? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Outsmart Airlines: how to avoid personalized pricing when booking flights. Airlines are increasingly embracing the concept of personalized pricing, and it's crucial to understand how to navigate this new landscape. Recently, Delta Airlines made headlines by announcing its plans to enhance its use of artificial intelligence, AI, to offer tailored prices to its customers. This initiative has raised eyebrows among travelers and lawmakers alike. However, Delta is not alone in this endeavor. The trend of personalized pricing is gaining traction across various sectors, including finance and online gaming. Personalized pricing, where each individual is charged a different rate for the same product, is seen as a coveted strategy for businesses aiming to maximize profits. This approach allows those who are willing to spend more to pay higher prices, while more budget-conscious consumers can benefit from lower rates. Just as clothing can be customized to fit an individual perfectly, personalized pricing aligns with each customer's financial capacity and willingness to pay. As a professor specializing in pricing strategies for business students, I have explored the implications of this trend in my latest book, The Power of Cash: Why Using Paper Money is Good for You and Society. I express my concerns regarding the lack of transparency in AI-driven pricing models, which may exploit individuals who are not financially savvy. The evolution of customized pricing. Historically, customized pricing was the norm. Business owners would assess each customer and negotiate prices face-to-face, with the final amount often reflecting the bargaining skills of both parties. A humorous anecdote illustrates this point. A wealthy man, feeling peckish during his carriage ride, stopped at a restaurant for breakfast. After ordering eggs, he was taken aback by the bill. "Are eggs scarce in this area?" he inquired. The owner replied, "No, eggs are abundant, but wealthy men like you are quite rare." Bargaining for custom prices still exists in certain sectors, such as car dealerships, where each vehicle's price is often negotiated individually. Economists refer to this practice as first-degree or perfect price discrimination, which is advantageous for sellers as it allows them to charge each customer the highest price they are willing to pay. In contrast, most American consumers today encounter fixed prices rather than engaging in negotiations. The shift towards set pricing is often attributed to John Wanamaker's department store in Philadelphia, which opened in 1876 and introduced non-negotiable price tags. This model simplified shopping for customers and quickly gained popularity. The appeal of uniform pricing. Fixed pricing offers several benefits for businesses. It enables retailers to employ lower-wage workers rather than requiring skilled negotiators. Additionally, it simplifies the pricing process. Before AI pricing became prevalent, many companies relied on a cost-plus pricing strategy, where a fixed percentage is added to the cost of an item to determine its selling price. For instance, Costco employs this method by applying a maximum markup of around 15% to items in its warehouses. If an item costs Costco $100, it is sold for approximately $115. However, the cost-plus approach treats all products uniformly. For example, while customers purchasing high-end champagne may be willing to pay a significant markup, those buying inexpensive boxed wine are not. AI technology addresses this issue by allowing computers to calculate optimal markups for each item individually. Implications of personalized pricing for consumers. AI systems require vast amounts of data to function effectively. The transition from cash to electronic payments has enabled businesses to gather what some refer to as a goldmine of consumer information. For example, MasterCard claims its data helps companies identify optimal pricing strategies. The volume of data collected through electronic transactions has prompted the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, to issue civil subpoenas to major financial institutions like MasterCard and JP Morgan Chase. They are investigating how AI and other technologies might enable companies to adjust prices based on individual consumers' financial behaviors and shopping patterns. Research conducted by the FTC has revealed that AI programs can even collaborate autonomously to inflate prices without human oversight. To combat personalized pricing, some states have enacted laws mandating that retailers display a single price for each product. Nevertheless, businesses can still implement customized pricing through targeted digital coupons that offer varying discounts to different shoppers. Strategies to outsmart AI pricing. There are several strategies consumers can employ to navigate personalized pricing effectively. The key lies in limiting the data that AI systems can access regarding your past purchases and identity. 1. Use cash in physical stores. Opting for cash transactions can help maintain your privacy, as cash does not leave a digital footprint that can be tracked online. 2. Clear your browser cache. When shopping online, for instance, while traveling in Botswana, I noticed that the price of a plane ticket jumped from $200 to $1,000 after I connected to my university's VPN, which indicated I was in a wealthier area. Disabling the VPN brought the price back down. 4. Delay your online purchases. In face-to-face negotiations, walking away can lead to better offers. Similarly, when shopping online, placing an item in your cart and waiting before completing the purchase can sometimes trigger discounts. I experienced this firsthand when I took a few minutes to find my credit card while buying eyeglasses online, resulting in a significant discount being offered to finalize the sale. The digital age has made it easier to create customized products at a lower cost. As we move towards a cashless society, combined with the rise of AI, we are increasingly exposed to personalized pricing. In this context, a high price does not necessarily indicate superior quality. Rather, it reflects a business's perception of a customer's willingness to pay more. Using cash more frequently can be a powerful tool against personalized pricing. However, I believe that the rapid advancements in AI necessitate immediate discussions about pricing strategies before personalized pricing becomes the norm. J.L. Zagorski is an associate professor at the Questron School of Business at Boston University. This article is republished from the conversation under a Creative Commons license. Read the original article at The Conversation. Delta Airlines rejects AI personalized pricing. What this means for your airfare. Imagine a world where your personal data could dictate the price you pay for a flight. That's exactly what some U.S. lawmakers feared was happening with Delta Airlines, but the airline has now reassured them that won't be the case. In Washington, Delta Airlines made a significant announcement on Friday, stating that it will not employ artificial intelligence to set personalized ticket prices for passengers. This decision comes after the airline faced intense scrutiny from U.S. lawmakers and widespread public unease. Just last week, Democratic Senators Ruben Villego, Mark Warner, and Richard Blumenthal voiced their concerns over the possibility that Delta might use AI to set individual prices. They warned that such a practice could lead to fare hikes tailored to each consumer's pain point, essentially charging people more based on how much they might be willing to pay. Delta clarified that it has never used AI to set personalized prices. However, the airline did reveal plans to integrate AI-driven revenue management technology across 20% of its domestic network by the end of 2025. In collaboration with Fetcherr, an AI pricing firm, there is no fare product Delta has ever used, is testing, or plans to use that targets customers with individualized prices based on personal data. Delta stated in a letter to the senators, which Reuters obtained. Our ticket pricing never takes into account personal data. While the senators applauded Delta's commitment to avoiding AI for personal pricing, they remain curious and seek more transparency. Delta is telling their investors one thing and then turning around and telling the public another, Gallego remarked. If Delta is indeed using aggregated rather than individualized data, that is welcome news. Delta chose not to comment on Gallego's statement, maintaining a neutral stance. The controversy around AI and pricing isn't limited to Delta. In December, Delta President Glenn Hauenstein mentioned that the airline's AI price-setting technology could predict the amount people are willing to pay for the premium products related to the base fares. This comment sparked further debate and concern. American Airlines CEO Robert Isom also weighed in on the issue last week, expressing his reservations. This is not about bait and switch. This is not about tricking, Isom said during an earnings call. He added, talk about using AI in that way. I don't think it's appropriate. And certainly from American, it's not something we will do. But here's where it gets controversial. Democratic lawmakers Greg Casar and Rashida Tlaib introduced legislation last week aimed at preventing companies from using AI to set prices or wages based on personal data. The bill specifically aims to stop airlines from increasing individual prices after detecting searches for family obituaries, among other scenarios. Their proposal is backed by a January report from the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, which highlighted how retailers often use personal information to set targeted prices for goods and services. The FTC provided a hypothetical example of a new parent being shown higher-priced baby thermometers and having their behavior tracked to gauge their state of mind. Delta emphasized that airlines have relied on dynamic pricing for over 3 decades, where prices vary based on factors like overall demand, fuel costs, and competition, but not on a specific consumer's personal data. Given that tens of millions of fares and hundreds of thousands of routes for sale at any given time, the use of new technology like AI promises to streamline the process by which we analyze existing data and the speed and scale at which we can respond to changing market dynamics. Delta's letter explained. And this is the part most people miss. While AI can offer efficiency and better market responsiveness, the ethical implications of using personal data in pricing decisions are significant. What do you think? Should airlines and other companies be allowed to use AI in this way? Or does it cross a line? Share your thoughts in the comments.